Oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cat wasn't showing up for some reason. Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday. We are rolling with the garbage cannon, the thing that people used for like a single day and then never again. Um, I have a few of these stocked up. We're gonna be running them today and tomorrow. See if it's actually as bad as people are saying, or if it's just hyper. God, thank you, Juicer. Also, thank you to whoever subbed here. I definitely heard the sub noise, but I didn't was looking away and see the notification. So whoever that was, thank you. You guys are amazing. I love you. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get this going. Um, from what I have, the little that I have played against, and the from what I can deduce by just excuse me, just by looking at the flame rifle and using it a little bit in the testing range, I don't think it's gonna be very good solo. Um, like it's probably gonna be fine. It's probably gonna be usable, but I don't think it's gonna be amazing. I think the best situation for this thing, and we'll see if this reigns true after I've used it for a little bit, like properly. It feels like the best use case for it's going to be in a coordinated team where you can kind of just like sit back and pepper people with flames, and then let your teammates with like shotguns or high damage rifles push up and take advantage of the pressure that the flame rifle applies. So I suspect I'm probably going to die to shotguns a lot because this thing can kill pretty quickly in close range, but you still have to like hold it down for a good like second or so. So we'll see. I'm also pairing it with a drilling hatchet here with Doom Doom, just so I can go ahead. If I burn a small bar off of someone, I can shoot them and then bleed out right after. A little stinky, little cauterization action happening here. I got a regular Derringer here too, just so I have something to follow up with if I with my Darren or my drilling shots. But yeah, other than that, pretty standard loadout. Let's see what happens. Also, forgive me if I'm a little out of it today and next stream, and maybe in the next week after. I'm on a new drug regimen, as per my doctor, and I'm taking some of my nighttime painkillers, or my painkillers that make me sleepy, so I take them at nighttime, but I'm starting to take more. I'm taking them during the day, so I'm a little brain fuzzy right now. So if I make a couple of really bad plays, or if I am just not able to string my sentences together coherently, you know why. Flame rifle's great if you know how to use it, but I feel like most people, me included, will get messed up on the pressure thing. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna like keep it out and just keep pumping it like whenever I can. That'll make like it'll be hard against if you're trying to like be a little sneaky and keep people guessing to where you are. It'll be kind of hard to like keep that pumped because it's a pretty loud and pretty it's a pretty loud and pretty obvious sound. Doesn't really match the sound profile of a lot of other things in the game, so I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty fun having a teammate throw a nade and then flame it. Yeah, I kind of want to try that too. I have a frag bomb, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I necessarily want to bring like it would be funny to bring a big dynamite bundle to do that. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to sacrifice that as a solo. Frag bomb, the range that you get is just so nice. In a team where like your consumable slots are less important, I could probably see that working a lot better, but I just don't know if I want to sacrifice that right now. Might be better now that nobody's expecting anybody to be running it. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I don't think there's currently a way to obtain it in the game. Because you could only get it through the murder circus, and now the murder circus has left, so yeah, now I don't know. I'm sure there's probably still some people who have it in their inventory, but yeah, I'm gonna probably be a problem today. The flash bomb mentality, no one expects it anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. Hunt's now aiming for Helldiver's wackiness of weapons. Well, we don't have an explosive sledgehammer per se. But we do have a flamethrower, kind of. No, it's a flamethrower. It's a janky, fucked up, made in someone's fucking back shed looking flamethrower, but it sure does throw flames. Or I guess more specifically, it throws flaming oil. But it's pretty much that's what a flamethrower is, anyways. Flaming good. The bomb lance has always been janky and wacky. We need more whaler punk. I don't know if I've ever heard the term whaler punk before, but I do like. I think that's a perfect way to describe the bomb lance, especially if you put like harpoons in it. Let's get this. On me already? Alright. Don't care. Getting right here. Doesn't look like. I need to keep an eye out for the yellow barrels as well. Like ideally I fight exclusively in compounds. Because even though I have an ammo box, it's more so just for the drilling, considering it's my only ballistic option. Because I obviously have a Derringer too, but yeah, if I get caught inside of a compound, there's not really a way that I'm going to be able to reach this thing. Give us a neck gun or something. That could be kind of neat. I don't know how much I love the idea of being able to, like, restrict player movement. Like, there's been people who have said, oh, what if we make an ammo type that, like, slows you when you hit them? Like, no, you don't want that. I promise you, you do not want that. Imagine getting hit with, like, sparks slow ammo, and then you can't sprint and you're stuck at 1 health. You don't want that. It'd be a little bit evil, thanks. Slow ammo would be the same as adding one-shot ammo. It would be pretty close. It would just be annoying. Like, I've played other shooters where there have been ammo types that, like, you know, disable your sprint or restrict your movement in some way. It's not fun. I can tell you firsthand. Shit sucks. I want a Rotjaw effect, or Rotjaw shock ammo that hits stuns extra hard on impact. Yeah, like, I understand that is like the logical thing, considering that is like a status effect, if you would even call it that we have in the game. But do we really want like extra flinch ammo? I don't know. That just sounds kind of annoying, and it doesn't feel like it does. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'd like them, if they're gonna add a new ammo type, which I understand is pretty hard to do now. Kind of have all of our bases covered, at least for like conventional ammo types. I don't know. I just don't want them to add something that's gonna be like. I want it to be interesting. I don't want it to be annoying or frustrating to fight against. Explosive ammo already does that? Yeah, so let's not add another option for that, I guess. I don't know. Explosive at least is interesting because it's explosive ammo. There's like a couple of interesting things you can do with it. Reaching tool, you can get someone behind cover with it. I'm not saying it can't be frustrating to get aim punched. That's definitely is. Bonk. Tickle ammo that makes you laugh. We'll make a new version of the flame rifle that shoots giggle gas. Explosive ammo needs to deafen people at a significantly higher rate to the gunshots. I mean, are you talking the shooter or the person getting hit? Because the person getting hit, or sorry, the person getting hit by, well, no, I guess it would both apply there, but the hit, okay, yeah. That's what I thought you meant. That could be an interesting change. A little more disorienting to get hit by explosive ammo. Because yeah, realistically getting hit by like an explosive martini shot, ouch, your head's probably gonna be spinning for a little bit. That's a big boom going off right in your chest. Not at me, I was concerned I was gonna get shot from the roof. See me? It's the other way. That I have no idea. I don't think I did because I didn't get any hit markers, but... I should have just shot him with the drilling. Where did this guy go? What? Oh, he's got a katana! Hey, how much did I burn that guy for? Because I feel like he should have died there. Wow, that did nothing. Okay. Alright, we're getting to grips with this thing. I do have like, what, 10 more of them, so I'd be surprised if I go through there. Or go through too much. Go through all of them today. Or tomorrow. Self skin, maybe? He might have used a recovery shot. If he did, then we would have seen him having more charcoal, because that's what that is what charcoal, or that's what recovery shots do now. They don't like insta heal the bar. They give you your bar back, but it's like charcoal and has to regenerate back, if that makes sense. I don't think he healed up for sure, but I don't think he used a recovery shot. All right, well, we try again. My experience is kind of bad. I mean, that's what everyone was saying. I mean, that obviously wasn't a great... that wasn't a great case against that statement just now, but, you know. Do you enjoy Hunt more for its supernatural elements or its historical cowboy/cowgirls? I enjoy it for a blend of both. I think that a, like, 1800s Louisiana swamp is, like, a cool setting, and, you know, is sort of more, like, gothic western occult theme. Like, I think it blends together really well. I don't necessarily like it for one or the other, if that makes sense. It's the mix that does it for me. Nighttime with the flame rifle. Okay. Say less. Oh, Scrappy is here? Okay. I kind of want to get like one drop out of him. Stuck there. This thing does kill bosses very quickly, so... I'll get the last drop out of him. I guess I should probably be looking around for a yellow barrel, too, now that I think about it. Usually... Oh, there's one right there. Okay, perfect. Oh. Like, he skipped his, like, shaking animation. What was that? That's so weird. I might not actually get any drops out of him, because I killed him way faster that time. Maybe I got a couple. I really just wanted, like, an ammo box. A couple of those, too. Let's refill on this. I'll quickly place my traps around here. Go away. There too, nice. Up down there, people love to go through that window. A couple more from scrappy boxes. I'm gonna assume everything else just kind of like burned to a crisp, but fire, damage by fire. Who could have foreseen this happening? Oh my. We got a pitchfork. Eh. Everything is set on fire? That's fine. And I kind of want to just keep these two, and I'll probably just place them around like as I need them. That's what I'm gonna do. Never seen the flame rifle hit a boss before. Holy crap! Yeah, it shreds bosses. Like, it's probably... We think it's probably the best boss killing weapon in the game. I'd say so. The only thing that even comes close would be like the Necro and like sticky charges on the bomb lance or bomb launcher. It's like kinda it. Gamers. Poltergeist, I think? Yep, they definitely have Poltergeist. That sounds like the bear's coming in. This guy's getting fucking cooked. Too. Good try. Not quite, though. Interesting loadout there. And just do this. Come on now, come get your buddy. Nope. Fuck off, come on. Still on there. Oops. Can't shoot through the. I can't shoot through the choke here, so he's burnt out all the way, which is good. My head is. I didn't even kill that guy either. What? 175. How much health does he have? I wonder. Because this is the person to the side. It was a dumb peek, to be fair. But like, how much health did I burn off this guy? I wonder. Does anyone know? See? Everyone's still alive here. Okay, almost burnt 75 off of him. I think the issue with the flamethrower that I'm having here is like, obviously I did a dumb peek there where I was getting shot from two sides. That's on me. That is on me. But I think the major issue that I'm having is I kind of have to just like be a functionally stationary target while I shoot. I don't know. We'll keep going with it. We'll see how it goes. Because you can't really employ... Because the closest thing that exists in the game to the flame rifle would be Dragon's Breath shotgun, right? The difference between this and a Dragon's Breath shotgun, though, is sure you're able to burn more off, like more health off of your target in a single go. But you can't really employ like hit and run tactics. That's kind of what makes Dragon's Breath so annoying, is when you like shoot someone, then you duck behind cover. You like pop out, light them on fire, and then duck behind cover. With the flamethrower, you kind of have to sit there and just like accept that you're probably going to get shot as they spray you down. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling the drilling too much either. I'll keep trying with it, but I don't know if my brain is functioning enough to use like such a high precision weapon. I might need to swap to something else. Something else that I can, what's it called? That I can, like, shoot more than twice before I need to reload. We'll give it a few more goes, though. Obviously, the flame rifle's staying in the loadout, but I might swap the drill for something else. I also wonder, like, I was getting hit markers on that guy, on that reptilian. I wonder how much of that was, like... Well, I don't know. I'm curious how much health he had left, because it said that I did, like, over 175 damage to him, but I don't think that's it. Like, I wonder if I went to spray him down, but he, like, sidestepped it. Like, I wonder if I was still getting him. Because it is kind of hard to see. When there's like a giant cone of flames being sprayed in front of you. I don't know. We're figuring this weapon out, slowly but surely. Best 2 slot, the Winfield Vandal. Winnie Vandal's cool. I like it. I fuck with it. I think I want something a little higher damage just so I can take advantage of the, of if I do burn a bar off someone. Also, do I hear rain? Is there... okay, well, we'll try. Doesn't get enough respect? Yeah, I agree. It's a solid weapon. It's not what most people reach for when they go for a medium slot weapon, because if they want a sawed-off rifle, they'll typically go Centennial or the Obras. It's good. It's cheap. You shoot it fast. No complaints from me. I like the Deadeye version myself. That's my favorite rendition of it. Grunt, however, both these grunts actually. Fuck off. I do wonder if they're going to bring the flame rifle back at any point in time. It would make sense for them to bring it back Because they said they're bringing back Inferno at some point this year. I don't know when, but I feel like that'd be a pretty thematic thing for them to bring back. Because again, as it currently is, there's no way to obtain the flame rifle. It makes me a little, like, upset that I'm, like, kind of having to figure out how to use this thing properly, because I have a limited supply. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like something that's that broken that it couldn't just be added to the game. If it was killing people left and right, okay, different story. This is twice in a row now where I've, like, sprayed someone down and they have simply just walked it off. What if they bring back the flame rifle but also Blazeborn? I mean, yeah, maybe if they have the... For anyone who doesn't know Blazeborn, I'm pretty sure Blazeborn was the trait that lets you heal from taking fire damage. That'd be really funny. That'd be actually kind of cool if you had, like, an entire trio of people using Blazeborn, and you, here? You had an entire trio of people using Blazeborn, and you just had one person be, like, the dedicated medic. Oh no. Oh no, I just got hit by a sparks. Okay, psh, all better. That was kind of something people were doing. People would use, like, Hellfire bombs to instantly heal 25 if they got hit by something. Whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to them bringing back Blazeborn. I feel like they'll probably bring back some sort of, like, fire-related trait. They do bring back Inferno. Like, that would only make sense. Fire. I don't know why I'm running with this thing when I'm out in the open and it's heavy rain. This needs to go in the back pocket until further notice. Well, speaking of someone who's not happy that it's heavy raining, buddy. Taken. I'm on someone's trail here. Machine gun. Okay. I would be surprised if I'm the first one here, but never know. Heavy rain's over. This is actually probably perfect time for this to happen. Heavy rain going away right as I'm rolling up to the boss lair. In here and see if it's... We got a yellow barrel back here. Good to know. It's white. Like those shots are from Orogordos. Could have gone there. Oh, just heard a footstep. They killed the boss already. They just haven't actually. Dang. throw my frag in there. Hit me? Really? I think I saw one right there. I have no idea if I'm done here. That's 2 dead there. It depends if they got their buddy up downstairs. I'm gonna loot and burn and see if anyone tries to come and save them. Fighting in this boss layer, not knowing if there's anyone around. I feel like there's so many spots that you can peek from. So many spots you can peek from. Everything's metal. Grunt. I think he's still dead down there. I'm not sure though. Letting you pick up their guns while they were on fire. Yeah, sometimes it lets you still, even if they're burnt out. This guy here. Almost done here. I think he's still dead. Really not sure. Hurry up and finish so I can get it. What? Is he below me? Huh? Am I stupid? Am I just not seeing anyone on dark side? He's still dead here. Why wasn't I seeing anyone on dark side? But it was giving me the vignette. Interesting choice there, mister. That's a little scary. The body with the guns is still coming as a player? I don't think it would be. It's so strange. I'm gonna assume it's bugged. Sounds like that fight's still happening over here. I'm just gonna try and get out. New bug? Yeah, might be. Never seen that before. It's so strange. Could be a beetle? No, because I would have seen the beetle on dark side. The beetle shows up like a player does. Scared me. I thought it was someone crouched. Because yeah, that fighting is all still happening over there. Cheating? If it was someone cheating, I'd probably be dead right now. So strange. I'm gonna assume that it was just not counting one of those bodies as like actually being dead, but you gotta keep pumping the flame rifle every time you equip it because this little meter on the side, it'll slowly go down, and the further down your meter goes, the shorter your flame jet is, and also the shorter the duration is that you can actually fire it before you need to pump it again. So it's basically like I'm having to keep reloading this thing over and over again, but it has like a decaying effect, if that makes sense. It's slowly losing pressure. I have to keep it pressurized. Here, okay. So yeah, I'm just getting in the habit of pumping it every time I pull it out, just that way I can keep it pressurized. Because I do not want to go and like go to spray someone down, shoot like one little tiddlywink of flame, and then be out. And then get shot in the face. The tank sense for a makeshift flamethrower made from scraps in a swamp. Yep, no, it does make sense. Yeah, I can't imagine this thing would be very so. Something jorking something. something ooh, I'm leaking. Ooh. Haven't played in a while. Can you explain the playing cards to me? The tarot cards, is that what you're talking about? Well, I don't have any in my inventory right now, but think of them as like one-time use scarce consumables. So scarce being you can find them in the world. Actually, I think the only way to get them right now is from your daily tribute. I'm not sure though. You might be able to find them at like the new little carts that are around. Either way, you can't just outright buy them. But they're one-time, they're single-use buffs, basically, that go in your consumable slot. They can do anything from, pretty mundane stuff, like giving you, clearing all status effects and healing you, or giving you a couple seconds of dark sight, or locating the boss for you. Or they can be absolutely crazy, like flipping the extractions there. Flipping the extractions or letting you spectate a player for like 15 seconds, creating a dark sight decoy, stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of them. Find what they all do somewhere, but I'm pretty sure the only way to get them right now is through your dark tribute. Why are some extracts locked? It's just a new design choice, I guess they're going with. Two of the extractions will always be locked, but for compensation, there is a new third one that is the central extract, so you can only unlock them and lock them by using the chariot card. I hate the chariot card because it's kind of bullshit. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't really have any gameplay application aside from the chariot card, so it feels a little half-baked in my opinion. If there was some way to do it, like to flip the extractions or to open up an extraction without using the chariot card, then I would understand more. You have to like interact with something at the locked extraction, and it will count down for like a minute or a minute and a half, and then it will extract you. Oh, that could be something interesting, but as it currently stands, yeah, it kind of just exists. stuff. Got them right, so let's go. Held my tongue every time. You said I gotta pump it every time I pull it out. Okay. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. Come on. I say that when I made the stream title about being fucking oiled up and shooting ropes. That's besides the point, though. I'm the streamer. I can do what I want. This is my stream. You can find them in areas that are affected by the bile weavers, but it's random. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, well, we got at least like one good flamethrower game under our belt, so it's kind of all I was hoping for. I'm happy with that. We'll keep going, obviously, but at least it's not gonna be every single game I'm getting shit stomped. Some of them had shotguns too, which was like kind of extra scary. Did they keep the high count players per game active or no? It was just a 1 week test they did. It was back at the start of the month. For 1 week, I guess in lieu of a test server, even if you have a test server, they experimented with some games, so not all of them, adding an extra trio. So instead of there being 12 people total, there could have been 15, which I'm fine with, honestly. Want them to release a physical deck of tarot cards as merch? That'd be sick. I would be so happy if they did that. I don't know shit about like tarot, or like any sort of major arcana, but like they just look so cool. And tarot cards are they're just neat. Another game that has some really cool tarot cards, and like all of its achievements, or a lot of its major achievements, are centered around tarot and whatnot, is Cyberpunk 2077. They have like an entire side quest where you go around scavenging, or like going on a treasure hunt for a bunch of graffiti that's related to tarot cards. Got him. Booked. He's still around somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Necroed him, I think. I want to try it so bad. Armored there. Some extra ammo here. He's inside. She's inside. I'm gonna go burn her buddy then. Unless he's burnt out. Nope, he's burnt out. He is all the way burnt out. God damn. Oh shit, she got her other friend up. Oh, he had a shotgun. Fuck, and I burned myself. I'm gonna die as soon as I stand up. No! Damn it, he had a shotgun. How much did I burn off of him there? He was burning for a while. Ah, he was almost Red Skull. That's so upsetting. That is just kind of how this is gonna go, though. Like, I will just lose to shotguns. Did he take it? Oh, he took it. Okay, respect. Their buddy is unfortunately fully burned out. Oh, yeah, you will just lose the shotguns there. How much damage did I even do to him in that? I did 1 damage. Bullshit game. Yeah, in situations like that, I really need to just... I need to calm myself and say, fuck it, I'm not taking the flamethrower. And instead just pull out my shotgun. Kind of wild that it's a 2-slotter. It feels similar to a bomb lance in utility. Yeah, I'd say so. Which I think is fine. I feel like 2-slot weapons have kind of been, especially close range weapons, have kind of been dominated by like the bow and short shotguns, and other 2-slot options have kind of just fallen to the wayside. Specifically like dualies, precision pistols. They're not as great. They don't have as high a pick rate. So having something else that's interesting as a 2-slotter, I'm fine with. I think that's something to shake things up a bit. But unfortunately, this thing is kind of like it can work. It can work. However, you will just lose the shotguns. Flaming the ground before they peek could have been an interesting idea against shotguns, but maybe they'll just swing you regardless. Yeah, I guess it depends how like aggressive they are. That would be cool though if you could like bounce the flames off of like a wall, like a short distance. I mean, I guess you kind of can because the oil kind of disperses from wherever it hits. But like imagine in that situation, I knew he was right around the corner. I could shoot the wall that was like right in front of me and like bounce it around the corner to have it splash at his feet. Could have been kind of cool. An interesting idea. I don't know. Big stretch. Ready for the next one. If Hunt was real, do you think it would be as destructive and greed-fueled as presented in the game, or more cooperative? It's hard to say. I mean, not like I have lived experiences in 1896, but I would assume it would probably be like pretty greedy. I don't know. It's because like you have to remember there were a lot less there were a lot less consequences for being a shitty person, because it was a lot harder for people to like, and it was a lot harder for information to spread around quickly. So I don't know, you could kill someone and like as long as you run away and no one really saw you do it, like I don't know, it's wouldn't be that hard. I think greed would happen. Greed would definitely take over. I don't know if it would be very cooperative. Because you have to remember that a lot of people coming to do the hunt here, a lot of just the unnamed hunters are here because, you know, they just want to kill. They are bounty hunters. They are people who don't have they want to make a quick penny and don't care who they have to fucking go through to get. So I think it would be I, it's not a profession for the morally clean. Not a profession for people who listen to their conscience very much. So I think we'd probably see a agreed. Yeah, or revenge. That's true. But like, imagine you complete a hunt, you're on your way to extraction, and you know that if you just put a bullet in your partner's back, uh, you put a bullet in your partner's back, you could take home the entire thing. I think there's a lot of people who would probably do that. Obviously, in game, the bounty is shared amongst everyone, but I feel like it would probably be pretty tough to find people you trust. I think that would also lead to a lot of that would be another reason why a lot of people would probably turn to being greedier, is just because you don't really know who you can trust. Some random person you met at the bar who said, "Yeah, let's hunt together. Trust me." What? Medical grant not have a saw? Okay. You're a problem with this thing. He's still dead there? Oh god, she backed off. Really? Fun. It's like the third time I've just gotten headshotted out of nowhere. You're not gonna know about the spot? I didn't realize I could see someone through here. game. Bull fucking shit. Are you kidding me? How does that not kill? Well, I red skulled their one teammate, and she is next to red skulled, but like, are you kidding me? What was the fucking damage report on that? 25-3. 24. I don't think this is correct. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That was this person that I killed. I hit her for... says 25. I don't know if I trust that, though. She has to have salve skin? I don't know if she does. Hang on, let's, No, she has no salve skin. I am baffled. Damn. Okay. So I had downed her once already. She'd been burning for a little while too. That hurts. I had them on the ropes like for most of that fight there. The shitty thing too is they burned me right away. They didn't even take my flame rifle. They don't want it. It's a flame rifle permanently taken out of rotation, guys. Come on. Kill someone with like a scarce weapon like that or a shredder that I feel like it is your solemn duty to take that to keep it in circulation until the next batch of them come out. Oh, that hurts my heart. That was upsetting. Yeah, like, sorry, give me a sec. I just stood up for a sec to readjust, and I think a combination of my painkillers and like blood rush to my head, I am feeling very woozy. Oh my. Let's just do some nights calm. Our eyes closed. Okay. Okay, I'm good. We're good. Fuck. Thing I said earlier is about hunters backstabbing each other. Okay, let's read. Helldivers 2 is a prime example when people thought the samples weren't shared in that game, or when the game first came out, they kept shooting each other at extract. Yep. I mean, that's how it was for Hunt for a little bit too. Early days, people would sometimes team kill because they thought that the bounty was shared. Lore accurate. Yep. It would seem. More of these things do I have? Back. I think I have like 6. I think I have 6 left. I might have 7. Sure. When did Hunt initially come out? It released in early access in 2018. And I think it was either 2020 or 2021 that it got its full release. It was around before 1896, but not super early. Yeah, it was first went into early access in 2018, and then I want to say it was 2020 that it's up. Oh no, it was 2019 actually. August 27th, 2019. The game was still pretty bare bones. I feel like it didn't really start to become like the modern hunt that we know of today till probably around like 2022, 2023. Started to see like our new or like our commonplace major formulas. So battle passes and self-revive and a lot of the guns that we see in the arsenal right now. Let's say special ammo. The special ammo I think came with 1.0, so it's been around for quite a while. Kind of like just a regular cow noise and a cow. So they don't put it like that, but cow set off by a human. Burning people there from the start? Probably. I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's always been a feature, or at least it has been for a long, long, long time. Burning, however, used to be a lot harder to do because it wasn't until 2024 that we got 24. Oh, it would have been 2023. Yeah, because that was the Tide trilogy was 2023. Wasn't until 2023 that flare guns and fusees got buffed to be able to burn. So before then, and Dragon's Breath as well. But before then, the only way to do it was with a lantern, or a firebomb, or, you know, you could also lead like an immolator over to someone and set them off, but that was pretty much it. Personally, I kind of like when burning wasn't as commonplace. Meant you had to be a lot more particular about how and when you burned, and it was more of a sacrifice to bring a firebomb. It did also mean that like flare guns and fusees were functionally useless, but oh, person there. Where are you aiming at, my friend? Seems like they're shooting at people up in the tower. Just sort of waltz in here and see. I can't do. Trying to only move when they move. I'm gonna have to repump my fucking... We're at this point too. Oh no, that's why you pump your shit. Burn, please! God damn it. Knight, can you burn, please? Thank you. %,000% still people around. Fortunately, I just don't really know where right now. Really want to peek the windows, but I think there's still people outside. No one's coming to save this cane, though. It's like, I think there might be someone in the other boss lair there, and I think there's someone down below by the trains. Me, no. Die, please. They're certainly not happy with me, that's for sure. gonna listen and see if I hear 2 sets of footsteps or just 1. Oh my. Ow, she is shooting at me from there. I'll say there's absolutely still someone around. Now, is the redneck still dead? Yes, he is. Okay, thank God we did it. Actual genuine flamethrower value there, just saying, even though I think I only got like 1 kill with it, like actual kill. It brought them all within 1-shot range of the drilling, so that's pretty good. Could that have been achieved with something else? Yeah, probably, but it looked cool and it was kind of fun. I think the flamethrower is like, it's a good opener. Assuming they obviously like let you get away with using it as an opener. It's a scary load out there. Hearing metal footsteps, or is that just regular creaking? I think that was just creaking. Okay, Jesus Christ. I'm debating just getting out of here, to be completely honest, just to preserve my flame rifle. Because I don't have very many meds left. I have 5 minutes left on my regen, but I don't even have full med kits right now. I have this weak vitality shot, so I think I'm just gonna say GG, I'm getting out of here. I don't need the hump dollars anyways. I cannot get any more of these things, so... Unless I happen to run into someone else running this thing, but, you know... And it was stopping them from just rushing you like a conga line in the tight hallways? Yeah? Yeah. I guess the question that I have to ask myself is it better than a Dragon's Breath shotgun? Especially like a full-size Dragon's Breath shotgun. Because there were definitely some shots there that like it could go either way. Like I think for the redneck, I think the flamethrower worked better, just because he was like I was able to douse him properly before he was able to shoot back, and that's what led me to be able to one tap him with the drilling. However, for something like that cane at the very start, I think a Dragon's Breath shotgun would have worked way better, because I would have actually been able to kill him. Feels massively unreliable whenever I use it. Yeah, that's kind of the best way to put it. It is very unreliable. It's fun, don't get me wrong, and when it works, it works. You can burn people to a crisp. I think I've already like red skulled like what, 2 or 3 people just in this stream alone, just in this like hour and a half of playing. So like it can get the job done. I just don't know if it's necessarily better Dragon's Breath shotgun. Or at least in the scenarios that a Dragon's Breath shotgun is better, are ones that you would probably just outright die with a with a flame rifle in your hands. Might be putting too much value on the ground fire, but it does seem useful to deal damage and do area denial at the same time. Yeah, I just feel like I haven't really gotten too many people who are like hard rushing me to be able to just like, because like, okay, I can put down some area denial, but like, then what? You know? Area denial, I feel like works best when it's used either to like shut someone out if you need to like if you're waiting for like the bounty to finish or something like that, or if you, I don't know, if I got tagged and I needed to heal. The other thing too is that it's not going to kill someone. It's not as effective as something like Concertina, where it's like a hard block, like you can't really walk through a bunch of Concertina, at least not very well. Poison and fire you can functionally just run through. Sure, you'll get poison, sure you'll catch fire, but like assuming the person's on the other side and you're like ready to fucking gat them as soon as you walk through, there's nothing really stopping you from just running through it. It's not going to kill you. Fire especially. People are saying 2 slot scarce weapons are trash and 3 slot are actually pretty good. Never mind, Shredder's 3. Yeah. Shredder is 3. Why nerf the Shredder so hard? I mean, the Shredder is still very good. Don't get me wrong. It's basically just like it's just a faster fire rate crossbow. It's clunkier in some ways compared to the crossbow, don't get me wrong. But it's a crossbow with a magazine. And sorry, Chuko, no, you do not count. It's good. I think it's just because it was so broken in its first iteration that people kind of were like, wow, this thing sucks now. But it's comparable, if not better than the crossbow, I would say. Again, assuming you can get past the clunkiness of like needing to crank it and the fact that it's not nearly as stealthy as the crossbow, like that, you know, has its downsides, but I don't know. It's not bad. Again, I just think if they're going out of their way to make these weapons as balanced as they are, like I really don't see why these couldn't go to Arsenal. And again, this is just kind of a problem with scarce weapons as a whole. I'm finally getting around to making a video again, and it's talking about the homestead, and I think the homestead is a prime example of like, why the fuck is this a scarce weapon? Oh, we got 7 left. Nice. But like, if we look at the homestead, like it's basically the same as the rival. Compared to the rival, it does more damage, but damage on a shotgun doesn't really matter that much. Drop range doesn't matter. Fire rate's the same. Cycle time's the same. Spread is obviously a lot tighter on the homestead. So these two combined give it a longer one-shot range. Same sway, same recoil, same reload speed. Ever so slightly faster muzzle velocity, but that's negligible. Like, it's literally just a rival with slightly longer one-shot range. And it's not even... It's like the same as something like the Romero or the Spectre. I would say the Spectre's way better than the Homestead, actually, because you have a fucking tube. You have 4 shots before a reload. It shoots, I guess it doesn't shoot way. You can shoot prolonged faster. You have comparable, what it has, 0.3 cycle time, but like the Spectre has a 1 second cycle time. That's pretty fucking fast. And the Spectre is better for special ammo. Like, I don't know. It's it wouldn't be broken to add it to the game. Maybe give it some more defining features, like maybe give it a slower reload speed or something. So that way you have the rival as like a more up close aggressive, and then the homestead you can kind of like hold angles with, and maybe make it more expensive. Make it like a true shot bear or true shot situation, but for the rival. A lot of people already don't like the standard rival because it has, like, it's not the most consistent because it's medium barrel rather. Like, why can't we just add the homestead to the game? Why does it have to be a scarce weapon? It's not strong enough to justify being a scarce weapon. It could have just been added to the base arsenal, and then we would have actually had like a new gun permanently added that we could play with. But I don't know. The homestead has swag though. I mean, it is very cool. It is stylish, that is for sure. But it's no better than the Spectre. Homestead eliminates the Romero's purpose? Not true. The Romero is still a better utility shotgun because it can take 2 ammo types. You can bring a Romero hatchet, and as like your backup, you can have buckshot or slugs, whatever your like kill people thing is. You could have penny shot to help deal with, and you can take penny shot to deal with bosses, or you can bring dragon's breath or star shell to burn bodies. Like, the Romero will always be the utility shotgun. The homestead being added to the game would not get rid of the Romero. I would argue that, again, the Spectre, if we're talking purely like money does not mean anything, if we're forgoing the utility aspect of the Romero and just talking about like its PvP potential, again, I think the Spectre kind of beats out the Romero. Maybe the Romero has a slightly longer one-shot range by like a meter at most. But the Spectre is pretty damn... It's got some pretty long range with buckshot. Poison sparks ammo for scarce next? I think incendiary ammo on the sparks is way more oppressive than poison personally, but I understand poison on the sparks can be annoying, but I feel like that's also kind of what makes it a bit more unique compared to the Martini. Obviously it has different variants and stuff too, but if we got rid of poison ammo on the sparks, the sparks would only have what? Subsonic as an ammo type that the Martini doesn't have. Make Spitzer scarce so we can upset the most annoying players. I agree. I would not be opposed to them making Spitzer scarce. That being said, I feel like I've seen Spitzer, like a slow decline in Spitzer. I think it's because people realize, oh, there's not really that much of a difference between 600 meters per second and 800 meters per second, especially like when you're fighting in a compound. And oh, maybe I'm like not actually him. Maybe I'm not Raktazi. Maybe I'm not Hornet and fucking hit my headshots all the time. You know, maybe having the ability to one-shot someone to the chest who's been downed already, maybe there's actually some value to that. Yeah, I would not be opposed to Spitzer being a scarce ammo type. I'd be okay with Crowning King slugs being turned into scarce again too. I think that was a fine change, and then they just kind of went back on it. Ultimately, like, I think whatever happens, and I think Crytek knows this, like, we won't know if something is going to be scarce until, like, the day of the update, like, the day of the thing. Because they don't want people to be able to stockpile a bunch of stuff. They're saying, hey, we're making, like, the Mosin scarce, and people are obviously going to throw a hissy fit about it, and there's people who only play the Mosin, so they're just going to buy a shit ton of Mosins. And that'll be that. I don't know. I think that the scarce system could be used for just such better purposes than it's currently being used for. Both in terms of, like, shaking up the meta a little bit, and also just in terms of, like... And in terms of, like... I don't know. Just stop making scarce weapons. Scarce weapons just don't function very well in Hunt's current system. 20 hunters with a backlog of Centennial dudes. Exactly. Like, you even though the game puts a cap on like how much stuff you can get, it doesn't actually, because hunters can hold an infinite amount of stuff, assuming you have the slots. Quartermaster and a double slot Centennial, 2 Centennial Doom Doom. I mean, realistically, you can just equip like 2 Centennial Shorties and no, you don't even need Quartermaster. Still wild to me that hand crossbow revive bolts were something you could buy. Yeah, those were kind of broken. Yeah, I think that scarce weapons just kind of they need to be a thing of the past. Straight up, I think that every scarce weapon that we had last year, the current iteration of the Shredder, the Flame Rifle, the Homestead, and the Wildland, they could all be, with some minor tweaking, could be added to the arsenal, and it would be a good thing. Like, I don't know, people are asking for more weird weapons like the Bomb Lance, and the Flame Rifle's kind of a perfect example of that. I don't know. I think that's also part of the reason why people immediately wrote it off as trash, is because, like, it was hard to get a hold of consistently. And therefore, you know, it's not like you could just run it for a day straight and trial and error it to see what works and what doesn't, unless you actually do what I'm doing, where you have to like stockpile a bunch of them. I don't know, it's just, I don't think anyone really wanted to put the effort in for that, which I don't blame them. It's, if a weapon doesn't feel good to use, then yeah, why use it? Yeah, the only one that I could see that could maybe do with like some actual tweaking, because it might throw balance off, would be the Wildland. That's just because it's kind of a Centennial, but better in every single way. It just has so many upsides. Someone's sniping. Oh shit, there's someone right there. Need them to sit still. I think I need to aim a little bit above them. But also I'm gonna try and go around them, actually. Glad I caught that, though. I don't think I'll be able to sneak up far enough to actually be able to flamethrower them, but I want to keep an eye out in case there's like more of them up in the hills here. They still up there? Did they move? I heard someone running around here. Just don't know if that was them or not. I wish I had a beetle. That would help things so much right now. Got no idea if they're still up there or not. Because they could, I think it does drop down a little bit there, so they might just be crouched behind that little drop. Oh. That's someone that I just saw? Incendiary Mosin, owie. Come over this way, buddy. I got even cooler incendiary option that I'm sure you will love. Eh. Assuming that person... Oh, they're out back. That makes my life a little easier, or a little harder, rather. I mean, they might just... Not running to extraction. Are they? No, they are. Kind of. Like, now the issue is I don't know... I have long ammo and I don't. Well... I don't think this is a smart push. That was so weird. I guess that must have been one of them sitting up in the top here. Oh. Someone new. Okay, hold on. This is a bad spot for me to fight with a flame rifle, but these people don't know that I'm here, so I might be able to get the jump on them. Worst case, Racha is on the map, so I can go for her, but, this is just really awkward here, I'm gonna be honest. Looking at me? Probably. Okay. Alright. Raided? Oh no, that's Racha. Where were these people? As I heard like a sparks shot over here. I really don't want to push this bounty. Maybe I can get them from the side here, I'm not sure. This is just such a bad spot for the flamethrower. They're up in this overpass. Here by the monolith. Jesus. gonna get fucking destroyed by long ammo here. I can already feel it. This is a bad fight. I don't know why I'm still here. It's just not a fight that I should be taking whatsoever. My hope is that I can stall out here long enough for Fort Bolden to come down for Rotjaw Bounty. That's me. Yeah, like what the fuck am I supposed to do there? Ah! I should not have taken that fight. Burn me, and now I'm gonna die. I hope they took my flame rifle. I'm gonna stand up just so I can swap weapons and see if they took my flame rifle. I don't think they did, given the type of players that I think these are. But like, it's like all long. Respect to the one guy running a Spark silencer. I don't think any of them took. No, this isn't. Oh, maybe this person did. Swap your weapons for me, mister. Yeah, I should not have taken this fight. I don't think this guy took my flame rifle, but you know. Okay. I should not have done that. bad spot. It probably has a second backup mode. So no, he had a short shotgun with pennies, but yeah, I think I saw when I was scrolling through there, like one person with a Centennial and everyone else just had long ammo. Mosin, Obrez, Sparks, Spark Silencer, which is cool. For me, it's been bow spam lately, killed by one at least. One at least in all three of my last lobbies. Yeah, the bow's definitely grown in popularity lately. I think people are finally realizing just how good it is and are finally, like, realizing, oh, it's actually not that scary. How many of these do I have left? I have 6 left. I've burned through half of them. Actually, this works out fine. I've burned through half of them, no pun intended. I have used half of my flame rifle supply, and we're at just under 2 hours, so I think this is probably the perfect time to call it here. I think I'm gonna just do just that. But we'll get some... Yeah, thank you to everyone for coming out today. I really appreciate it. Closing thoughts on the flame rifle after actually using it for the first time. It is situational at best. It can work, and if you get the drop on someone, you can really fuck up their day. That being said, for every time that I got the drop on someone and just torched them to a crisp, I died, like, you know, to a shotgun just powering through the flames, or had, like, some really weird interaction with, like, I don't know, just not killing people, saying I did, like, over 200 damage to someone, but they're still alive. I don't know, this thing is an enigma, and I wish that I had more of them to play with, because I would love to just try and get good with this thing and figure out how to actually use it. But I don't know. It's kind of an enigma to me right now. Anyways, thank you to everyone for coming out today again. I really appreciate it. If you want to check out my other stuff, there's links down below. Working on a new YouTube video. I'm not going to give a date for when that's going to come out, but I'm just slowly plucking away at it, slowly getting back into making videos and stuff. I've had enough of a break, I think. But yeah, I'll be live on Saturday running some more flame rifle, going through the other half of my reserves here. Well, hopefully not, but have a bunch of them here just in case. And yeah, I'm gonna get some dinner. Have a lovely rest of your night.